It is fairly unusual to find somebody talking for these amendments. It's great to have you doing this, and I know you are doing it in other venues, but you did not write these measures.
No, we didn't.
What can you tell us about
some of the
that?
people who did.
Who wrote them?
If I'm, you know what, you go to the Secretary of State's website.
Yeah.
Okay.
But those people said under oath they didn't write them.
Let me put it to you this way.
Who wrote them?
I know who wrote.
And who paid for the signatures?
I know who wrote these amendments.
Who wrote them?
And we are not going to disclose who wrote these amendments because the fellow who wrote these amendments is an attorney employed with a law firm which sometimes does business with the state. So he is afraid that there will be serious repercussions from the political class, as you know often happens, to those who oppose taxes.
Well, you know,
so if you guys need a target, these are the only two targets you're going to get.
If I had written these, I wouldn't want my name out there either. So, I mean, we got to get back to what they actually do.
They're awful.
I mean, this is...
But I think it's significant that they're
Look,
hiding from
awful
authorship.
is a subject to one's opinion. We think they're great for the state of
Cynthia,
Colorado.
can I take this down to the level at which people actually understand the
I hope
issues?
they've been understanding the whole
Well,
I
hope so.
What were you going to say?
I hope so. But, you know, I know three of the general areas that tune into this show, Pueblo, Grand Junction, Denver, a lot of the other state. But I just looked before we came on air, I looked at the combined impact on education funding in those three areas. We would be taking about $800 per student away from the Pueblo schools. We'd be taking about $1,600 per student away from the Grand Junction schools, and we'd be taking about $2,900 per student away from the Denver schools. They're different because each one relies in a different way on property tax. That is going to lead, there's no money to backfill it. That's a big ruse. That's going to lead to more kids in fewer classes. That's going to lead to fewer teachers. That's going to undermine one of the backbones of our economic recovery, our public education system. You know, economic times like this is a time when you really find out kind of what you're made of. And I certainly hope, you know, it's a real test for us as a people, and I certainly hope we're going to not fail this test. So many previous generations faced tough times and agreed that we need to continue to support these public structures. I certainly hope we'll do that.
Last